Okay, well, I guess towards the end, some of the issues that were addressed by different senators and representatives, of course, were pretty much what we faced, and everybody knew the difficult task that we had ahead of us, which was, of course, the way the economic recession affected not only us on a national level, but also what we did as a state. But I do want to thank you, of course, for giving me the opportunity to be here and be in front of such a respected organization. And also report that during my first regular session and my, of course, special session, with the challenges that we faced, we were still able to accomplish, like Senator Rosa said, some successes for the Valley and for this region. And I know that for me, a lot of that was based on the help from Senator Rosa and his office, from Senator Lucio, and from the delegation here as a whole, because you know, when we're up there, I think the most important part about a lot of things that we do is the teamwork and the relationships that we build with one another, and how we all need to pull our resources together to make sure that we're getting our legislation that is passed, which is going to benefit, like Veronica said, our region, which is the Rio Grande Valley. So I just want to highlight some of my legislation, some of the things that I did that will hopefully, of course, impact the area that we live in. And I want to begin with, of course, talking about what we were able to do in terms of the economic situation that we were facing, but we were still able to accomplish for South Texas College. And that was that we were able to, of course, restore the funding for the Bachelor of Applied Technology program that has been very instrumental to many of our individuals, many of our students that live in this area. So we were able to restore the $630,000 that we needed for the next biennium to continue to provide that program to the students that are already enrolled, but also to continue to provide that opportunity for a lot of our students that are looking towards accomplishing those goals and getting their higher education. And on a side note, regarding STC, we're at this point have gotten preliminary approval for the third Bachelor of Applied Technology degree program. And that one's going to be in medical and health and services management. And of course, we're all doing these things to continue to provide the opportunity to have an educated workforce, which of course is going to improve our local economy as well as that of the state. And I know during the session, a lot of us worked hand in hand with Dr. Reed and Dr. Nelson from UTPA as well, making sure that we were able to restore a lot of the funding that was being cut for our higher education institutions. And I know there's a lot more work that needs to be done, but I think during the interim, we're going to continue to sit down with each one of them and make sure that we're going to try to restore and, of course, improve a lot of those institutions the next biennium. And of course, another bill that I was very proud to be a part of was the Senate Bill 975, which I sponsored for Senator Rosa in the House. And that allowed for the next 2 years the South Texas College to partner with some of our local school districts for dropout recovery programs and address, of course, a lot of the students that are missing 3 credit hours or less to give them the opportunity to obtain their diploma. And I think that's not only gonna provide them an ability to not only get their diploma, but also lead them in the right direction, which is achieving their higher education, whether that's at STC or at UTPA. And I know that it's modeled after the program that Dr. King currently has in place in PSJ. And I know it is not only going to have a positive impact here, but we're also able to put a provision in there that beginning the fall of 2013, it's going to be allowed to go statewide. So I know we're very excited about that. And I know that it's going to be not only have a positive impact for the people here, but also for the state as well. Of course, regarding law enforcement, we talked about the importance of our board of security and how we needed to, of course, maintain the funding that we have for our local agencies, for the Department of Public Safety. But we were also able to, I was also able to be a part of legislation which provided law enforcement programs to continue to investigate sexual predators who use the internet to prey on our young people and our children. And also another law which increased penalties against human traffickers, especially we've seen how they've exploited women, especially in this area in terms of the human trafficking and how that has been something that we've been seeing a lot lately. But I was also able to be a part of Senate Bill 773, which provided the extension of the telecommunications discount that will save a combined $100 million for our public schools and colleges, our nonprofit hospitals, and public libraries throughout Texas so that they can continue to afford and provide high-speed internet services for their students, medical professionals, patients, and patrons. And without the Senate Bill 773, of course, that discount would have expired at the end of this August. And also, I just want to mention also House Bill 710, which also improved the delivery of food assistance programs to our working families while reducing waste and fraud. And I just want to mention, of course, since it was the first session, I had never been a part of the veto and what Senator Hossa had spoken about. So on the last day, which was on a Friday, when the governor was vetoing the bills, I had gotten a call that morning from his office. And being my first session, I never knew, what that call meant. But it pretty much, they called you to let you know that your bill's been vetoed and the reason why that happened, which is interesting, considering I had House Bill 1768, which was a bill that was part of the legislative packet for the County of Hidalgo. And what that did is it allowed larger counties, which right now Harris County, for example, are able to do this, but it allows Hidalgo, it would have allowed Hidalgo County to regulate many of the rural roadside vendors that we see here in the county, which a lot of times create traffic and health and safety issues. And of course, there's always issues about right-of-way and the issue of course, having a uniform system where we're all going to continue to pay sales tax and provide, of course, the safety and well-being for our community. But, it passed on the local consent calendar, actually, in the House and passed the Senate without a problem. And then I got that phone call the last day, and that pretty much, went downhill from there. But in any event, I think it's good to mention, like Veronica's bill as well, in terms of the Bureau of Economic Development, which we knew was going to bring millions of dollars in opportunities for the Rio Grande Valley, which is a work in progress because, these bills and including her bill are stuff that we're going to continue to be working on, of course, that we're going to file next session, and that we're continue to get input from our community in terms of doing that. And I know that it's always an honor to represent, our districts and the people that are here. And of course, we ask you to just continue to work with us, continue to support us, and please know that our doors are open for you all and anything we can do to help you, your business, your family. So we just ask you for your continued support and let you know that it is an honor to represent you all that are here, and that we'll continue to fight for our region, and that we continue to provide an opportunity for our area to continue to grow and become and improve the quality of life for all of our residents. So I just want to say thank you very much, and God bless you, and God bless Texas, and we'll get ready for 2013. So thank you.